Question 1. In your opinion, how important is it to integrate technology into the curriculum? Why? Integrating technology into the classroom has become a passion of mine. I believe blending technology into the curriculum is non-negotiable for the 21st century classroom. In Curriculum 21, Chesky states on page 197, today's students are demanding a change in the classroom because of their ability to gather information faster than any previous generation. The evolution of technology is occurring at a rapid rate. We know today's students will use it in the workplace even more than we do. Overall, Curriculum 21 reminds educators that we would be remiss if we did not prepare our future adults for the world in which they will live. In the chapter written by Stewart, she discusses the connection technology has given us with the world. Without even having to leave their city, companies and governments are now communicating and working together around the globe. Using technology to communicate with other students around the world is a great way to work on those speaking skills. Question 2. What is the biggest barrier associated with integrating more technology into our own practice and into the curriculum? Can the barrier be readily overcome? My favorite quote from Curriculum 21 by Jacobs on page 9 is, "The concept of what a school is does not need reform, it needs new forms." Mindset is the biggest barrier when integrating technology into the curriculum. Sometimes I feel as if some school leaders and teachers do not understand that just using the technology in a classroom is not actually integrating it into the curriculum. On page 17, Jacobs encourages us to cultivate a culture that nurtures creativity in all of our learners and take risks. The entire time I read this book, I could not help but think about my training by a co-founder of Project ARC, Dana Lauer, and how to incorporate an ARC, or authentic, relevant, and complex lesson. When we first walked into this training, we sat down in chairs that turned and could hold an entire backpack underneath. The tables in front of us were dry erase. The first step in Dana's process included posing a complex question to the students. The goal is that the students come up with not only an answer to that question, but a product that is authentic and relevant. When we returned to teach our fellow colleagues our new way of thinking, we were met with adversity. However, implementing this method myself changed my educational outlook. One of my first ARCs, as we called them, began with the question, how can we share poetry through emotion? My brainstorming students blew my mind. As the facilitator, I made sure to guide them through the thinking process and provided them with the necessary understandings of poetry. But their products were mind-boggling. As Jacobs mentions on page 50, I witnessed some of my students from small rural America, rather than the Bronx, compete in a poetry slam. These students decided to use technology to share their poetry slam on our school YouTube channel, which allowed the community to witness their talents as well. Changing the mindset from teacher-centered to student-centered is the most challenging part. However, when students find themselves in charge, they choose to use technology because it is second nature to them. Teachers with the right mindset will revolutionize the way we integrate technology into the curriculum.